Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Sansomi. And I just had to start this episode at this screen. I was just going to go through the days between the Leeds game and the Tottenham game and just start with being on the match day for Tottenham Day, and this shows up. Alfie Devine getting injured again, now out for 2 weeks, and yeah, not good at all. And I thought maybe it was because he is in the under 23, but it says here he was miss-kicking a ball during training. So yeah, that's not good. I don't want him to become one of those Wes Brown, Phil Jones players where you could see some really tremendous potential, but then injuries just tore apart their careers. I'm pretty sure both Wes Brown and Phil Jones would have been super central defenders if they'd been able to keep themselves off injuries, but they couldn't. Their body just hasn't held up for them. So yeah, and you lose a lot and you don't develop when you're out injured and stuff like that. So yeah, it doesn't matter how good of a potential player you are. If you're injured constantly, you're not going to develop into that world-class player like Cristiano Ronaldo and those players. That's just the fact. So that's a shame, and I hope that it isn't something that will keep happening throughout his career. Let's hope this has been some weird situations and stuff like that, just so that we can come back with him pretty soon. And so, yeah, and now we're going to face Tottenham, and I'm really worried about this game, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't, but I am. Let's place James Garner as 11, and let's give him time to play there. I think James Garner has a lot of potential as well, but I don't think he... No, he doesn't. Only 3 stars here, while Devine has... He can be a full superstar. So, yeah, but he's a good player. I think I'm going to be keeping him as long as possible as well. And if I were... To be honest, if I could get 100 million or something like that for Pogba, I would take my chances with Garner and get Delight instead of Maguire in the central defense, and hopefully that would have been something great. But yeah, now we don't know. So maybe I think I'm going to be playing this team because we need a strong team today. Tottenham has started the season very well, which we haven't. So let's get... Oh no, I know what I'm going to change. Karim has been giving a couple of chances now and haven't been very great. So I'm going to give Šeško the opportunity to come into that position and see if he will do a good game today if he's brought in. Just going to have to see how the game develops, if we want to bring him in or whatever. But I think this is going to be a tough game. Tottenham are, as I said, they are having a very good season so far, and let's go out there and impress me for this game. Gotta skip that, and so we can get the game underway. So today's first game is Tottenham at home. Here's Rashford. Here's Ronaldo. Oh! Can hope that we have started to play, that we are in a good form and that we can sort of win over Tottenham here. That would be great. Now, I thought that we were going to get 10 days of rest after this game. Sorry. And yes, you can say that I'm going to get 10 days of rest, but 17 players has been called up to the internationals. That's going to be played during these 10 days. So no, my players, and then my players are still going to get to work hard and to play games. So, and after that, they are supposed to be fresh and ready for the game against Liverpool. So, and at Anfield as well. So it's going to be tough, but yeah, it's no fun if it isn't some competition in it. And Rashford makes it 1-0 for us. Brilliant. Marcus Rashford. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Come on, Bruno Fernandes with a free kick. Oh, is that Sam Johnson? No, it can't be. It can't be the old Manchester United youth player. He's got to be older than his career. It has to be over, isn't it? I'm just going to have a look next time that screen comes up if his name is Sam. Oh, I didn't. There's no time to have a look at that there. Here Greenwood comes, and Greenwood and Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo, 2-0. I'm going to take the chance here and put, yeah, it says Sam. He's 29. Isn't that the old Manchester United goalkeeper who played at Manchester United as a youth player? I thought he was going to be older than that. That's nice. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Here's Haaland. And Haaland, 3-0. I thought this was going to be a tough game, and I'm not going to be too cocky here because there's loads of football still to be played. So yeah, but it's been great so far, and we've been great so far. And yeah, maybe Tottenham just suits the way we play a lot better than other teams. Here's Bruno Fernandes. And another one! That's number 4 in the bucket. 40 minutes and we are 4-0 up. And the attendance should really be happy here, I guess. And most likely they are. And maybe we have something great or big coming up here now. Maybe we are actually getting good enough to compete. Whoa, what was that? One of the players just flew over the pitch and ended up in the defense there. One of the Tottenham players. Oh, well, never mind. Let's continue the game. Half time and we are 4-0 up. That's just lovely. I just love that. I'm surprised. I think it's very weird, but I'm glad about it. But I am surprised. I thought we were going to have huge problems against Tottenham, and but this gives me a little hope for the game against Liverpool as well. If we can keep our players fresh for that game, I think the old Ronaldo is going to be needed against Liverpool as well. So I think somewhere around here, or somewhere around 60 minutes, I need to take him off and give Šeško, even if Erling Haaland is more tired at the moment, I think I'm going to be taking out Cristiano Ronaldo to give Šeško the opportunity, because I think Ronaldo is quite important, even if I think maybe Haaland is more important than Cristiano Ronaldo now. Henderson doing that good, but I'm going to take him off and I'm going to give Šeško the opportunity to play. Let's see if we find his strongest position. Pressing forward attack. I think I'm going to use him as that. Hide. Son. And hide. And that's a weird name. Song and hide, and ooh, thought he was going to put that into the net. Oh, to be honest. Now we have no Divine to put in. Maybe we should give Garner the opportunity though. Try to get him to develop. So maybe take off Pogba anyway and give Garner the opportunity. Let's see, can we put in someone else there as well to give Bruno a rest for the game against Liverpool as well? I hope we don't drop everything now, because we still need 3 points here, but we need rested player against Liverpool as well. So yeah, it's a weird situation here for us. I know there's 10 days until we're going to face Liverpool, but Liverpool is also... there is also going to be some international games. Oh my god. Let's say Benjamin Šeško hasn't been rated yet. Very interesting to see if he can sort of give something better than he has done so far when he's been taken in on the pitch. Hasn't been really good. Not in the first team, but he's been playing good in the under-23, what I've seen. And here's Son, and there's number 1 for them. So 4-1, that's not good. I don't want I don't want them to score any goals. That's Dorothy. Yeah, they bought Bailey from me. That's true. His son. So yeah, I don't want them to end up higher than me, Tottenham. Because good. Garner, Gonzaga, Varane, Garner. Here's Haaland. Haaland gets by that player. Can he get the ball into something good? Here's Greenwood. He gets the ball in, and there is Sušić. Close with the header. So a corner for United. Sure. Getting the ball in, but no one there. Sušić picking up the loose ball. Here's Garner. Here's Haaland. Here's Sušić. Here's Maguire. But no, nothing more out of that situation. But 4-1 with only a couple of minutes left. So it's 3 points for us. And it's against one of the Champions League positioned teams. So that's good for us. And yeah, so it looks, feels great at the moment. And here's Greenwood. And let's see. No, we get a corner out of that though. So we lose the second half, but we win the game. So it doesn't matter, really. We win 4-1, and that's... I'm going to go with a good win for us anyway. So Benjamin and Garner and Sušić gets good words as well. Send assistance here. So I think we played really good, and yeah, now we have some internationals to rest myself. I'm just going to sit back and relax here now and have a look at what things have gone. Leon King had a quiet game before being so. He's got to. That's the second time now that I'm going to be giving him some. You want to see me? Yeah, don't really. Okay, I'll work hard to improve. That's good. Good. Rose, spotter at Old Trafford, Dortmund boss. Okay, and he's having a look at who? Mason Greenwood. All right. Maybe I will sell him. It depends on who I can get from Dortmund, because I think I have a couple of players that I am interested from Dortmund, because they do have some interesting players. That's just the way it is. I mean, and let's see if I can't find Dortmund players here. Here's Dortmund here. Yes, James Bayone Gittens. I don't know how to pronounce that name. A left midfielder. I think he looks a bit promising. Maybe not as promising as I thought when I put him on the list. But yeah. Let's see another Dortmund player here. Giovanni Reina, he's also quite interesting. And then we have Jude Bellingham, of course, which is one of the players that I really would love to get to the club. He could definitely take the position from Pogba quite quick. And yeah. So, yeah, I guess that's but it's hard to get him, that's for sure. I mean, they want 86 million for him, and there's loads of players that I want. And as I said, my main target, if I can get the money, of course, is Matthias de Ligt. This is the player I want. I want him to be playing together with Varane in the defence. He's only 23 as well, so he's got loads of years ahead of him to be great. So, and he's been in Juventus now for a couple of years, coming from Ajax for £75 million. He did cost them a lot of money, actually. So he was great already back in the 18-19 there. So yeah. But that's probably the player that I feel that I'm most interested in getting. But as I said, it's a loads of money with those 125 or whatever they want for him. It's just too much at the moment. We can't afford it, and it really. I do know that I have loads of things to work upon. I would love a stronger squad and everything. So I'm not really there where Ferguson was back in the 90s, where he sort of every other season bought a really good player that he knew would improve the team for a lot of money, and otherwise he kept buying these players that he knew would become future stars, so to speak, young, interesting players and stuff like that. So yeah, and I'm just trying to get those young players into the team, and can't afford to buy those really great players, even if, of course, we did find the money to get Erling Haaland for £122 million. That's way too much, really. But we did pay it, and he's 22 now, but he is good. So hopefully he will stay with us for many years, and if we can get de Ligt into our team as well, we will have a very strong team. And I'm pretty sure with a signing like de Ligt, we could actually be competing against Liverpool for the league title. Not this year perhaps, but already the next season, if we find the money to buy him in the summer transfer window, then yeah. The best thing would, of course, be if we could buy him in January, not because I think he could be the player to give us to let us win the league title this year, but that would minimize the what should I say? Minimize the time where there's problem. I mean, I'm pretty sure that some of the problems that we couldn't get the team to play well in the start of the season was that Erling Haaland needed some time to get into the team, to get to know the players and all of that, and especially with such an expensive signing, you need that. And I'd rather have a crappy spring this year and just make it to the Champions League qualification, that fourth position, and then have a de Ligt that is ready to go and ready to play 100% with routine to play together with Varane and stuff like that, and to play my system of football and stuff like that. So yeah, things like that. I think that's probably the best, would have been the best, but there's no way I'm going to get that kind of money in the for the January window. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to let it be. But at the same time, if they're interested in Mason Greenwood, maybe I could bring in that kind of money from that deal, but then I will be bringing down the quality on the right side. We have Sancho there, so as long as Sancho is let's see how he like that. As long as Sancho does is free from injuries and stuff like that and can play, we don't have any problems with that. But we of course need a right defender to be able to step in the games that Sancho can't play. And then we have Greenwood, and he's good at it, but not great, but he's good at it. And so yeah, but if I could get a lot of money for him, I think I would sell him actually, and try to find some other way to keep there. But 47 to 61, still not enough for me to buy Delight, so no, I wouldn't sell him. Maybe I could use him to buy Delight, if they could get feel that he's taking a bit of the transfer sum. But that's a big if, so we can't seem to find the time to do that. Now Sancho is back in full training, which is good. But I don't know if he's going to be fully fit for the game against Liverpool. But yeah, very interesting season so far, and we certainly have improved from that horrible start of the season. I was actually worried when we were somewhere around here that I'm going to get fired. And I'm still worried if we don't do a lot better that we're going to get fired if we don't get to that that Champions League qualification. We need to end up in the top 4 or we're definitely going to get fired. But I'm still worried if we end up 3rd or 4th. We need to be at least 2nd, or maybe we will survive with 3rd, but I think we need to do good in the FA Cup, in the Champions League in that case. So it's going to be tough. But I do have good players, and we have played very well now the last couple of games here. So I'm looking forward to the game against Liverpool with both anticipation and a bit of scared as well. We don't want to lose points against Liverpool because that's our chance to climb, of course. Liverpool is somebody that we need to put an end to. We can't have them be the new Manchester United of the 90s and 2000s then, because we won't get many trophies then, and they will run past us in the amount of trophies. And I don't want that, of course. I want to stay ahead of Liverpool. But I think they equalised, didn't it, by winning the last season. I think they have 20 league titles just like we have. So yeah, I really do need to stop them already this season. So yeah, but at least he scores for his nation. That's good. This 19-year-old wonder kid. It's against Kazakhstan, and we don't have that kind of low quality teams in the Premier League. So I guess that's one of the problems. No goals from Karim though in his game. He played for Germany against the Czechs. Playing for Germany as well, and he don't score. That's weird. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't make a very good game against Italy. Neither did Bruno Fernandes. Both of them being substituted. I guess it was a friendly or something. Ethan Galbraith for Northern Ireland made a good game again, but it was against the Faroe Islands. So, and Erling Haaland, but he didn't score. The only one of my players that did score was actually Benjamin Šeško. Interesting. Very interesting. England did win their game 1-0 against Hungary. So that's interesting as well. Did France lose against Croatia with 4-0? Whew. That's a weird one, I must say. That's a really weird one. Varane and Pogba playing for France and they lose 4-0. That's not good. And Varane still made a 7.3 average rating and they do let 4 goals in behind them. That's scary. But yeah, that's the way it is. Now the players are going to come back from that, and I'm worried about how their fitness will be when they are going to play here now. So let's just get into that game day as quick as possible, see who we need to rest and who we can play and so on and so forth. And let's just hope we can beat Liverpool here now. It's going to be tough. We're going to play away. And yeah, I don't know what to say. It's going to be tough. So let's see here. Man United set for Northwest Derby clash. Yes, we're going to be Beckham, highlights Dybala. Yeah, he's dangerous. Definitely. And he's one of their new players. And they got him on a free transfer. I tried to sign him as well. I did offer him a contract, but he chose Liverpool over us. He's a very good midfielder. Now, maybe he was afraid to compete against Bruno Fernandes. But yeah, we could still have used him, but have used for him. But I think we have a good team being built up, and I think pretty soon we're going to have a really competitive teams against Liverpool for the league title and stuff like that again when we're looking at the squad. But most of my players are players that have, I mean, I need a couple of new defenders, I can say that, because they are all, I think Bensaka is not that, he's only 24, but Luke Shaw 27, Harry Maguire 29, Varane 29, so they're getting of age, so we need to change out the defence, that's for sure. But at midfield, I think we have players that will take over from these two, though they are getting old in football terms. So yeah. But and in the attack, we have Cristiano Ronaldo. That's going to be getting old here, but we have plenty of good players coming up like Šeško and Karim. So there's no problem there. I think we have a team in many positions that can compete, but in the defense, we need to find new and better players. And as a goalkeeper, we need to find a really good goalkeeper. Even if Henderson has been really good, he's not there. He's not the top of the line. Let's see, we need to rest Erling Haaland. I don't want to rest him. Well, we're not at match day yet, so let's move on and get to that match day as quick as possible. Now it's match day. Let's hope that resting need is away. And even if it's not, I'm going to play him. We can't be without Haaland for this important game. So Haaland is going to play, but there's a big possibility that he'll have to leave the pitch quite early. We're just going to have to see that. Let's move on here. Liverpool against Manchester United. That's a derby. One of the classic games in English history. So Haaland is still in need of a rest, but he's going to be playing. We're going to use the same team that played against Tottenham. I'm just gonna change those two because he's injured, and Divine is still injured for another 4 days, which is a bit sad. But here's the team. Let's get on with this game. Let's see if we could give Liverpool a game, or if they're gonna play with us. So let's go here. Let's pump our fist. Give the fans, because this is important for the fans. super important for the fans, and I know that actually, for many years anyway, was something that was extremely important, because you could often see that all the way back to the 80s. I know it almost always went better for the team that had a bad season than the teams that had a good season in these games. The teams that had a really good season was often the loser of the games between these two, and that is, of course, that to save a season for the supporters, you need to get 3 points, or hopefully 6 points from the games against this biggest rival here. If you can put a dent on these games when you're having a lousy season, that it's just so important for the fans to be able to say, well, at least we beat Liverpool, or as a Liverpool fans, they would be say, well, at least we beat Manchester United this year. So I know that these games are very important, and I know that the players feel it as well in real life anyway. So, but here they take the lead, and they have been the better team so far. And since our greatest or the biggest problem is our defense, I think it's going to be hard for us to get away with anything from this game. But we're still going to fight. I hope we don't give up. And I'm going to be angry at them at half-time, of course. Henderson's still playing. Oh, they are playing good. Don't like this. We need to improve. Loads of my players are playing really bad, and yeah. Here's Haaland. Greenwood, back to Haaland. Can Haaland get this ball in? He gets it to Pogba. Pogba back to... What happened there? What in God's name happened there? Here's Rashford. Shaw. Maguire, Bruno, and here's Ronaldo, and here's Rashford, and Rashford. That was a bad effort, I must say. Let's get back into this, lads. Put some heart into the game. I'm going to throw my water bottle here if you're still down in the half-time. Ooh, great save by Henderson, though. Hard to criticise him when he does saves like that, but I'm going to have to. Come on. I know you can play a lot better than this. Sure. Rashford, but no. Liverpool are just too good, it seems like, this season as well. And they were great last season, and they're looking great this season as well. I need to put an end to that, but I don't know how to do it. Not yet, anyway. All I can do is try to improve my team as much as possible. But we've been lousy this game, and here's number 2. We can't seem to get anything to work today. So, yeah, this is not good. Sorry if I get a bit quiet, because I'm really in a sad situation here, because I know that this is going to be tremendously bad for my season, for the entire season, to be honest. We are not going to be able to... And the other thing is, of course, it proves to me how far behind Liverpool we are as a team here. So, yeah, I certainly need to get better. And, yeah, I'm going to throw... And I want them to sort it out, of course. We can't lose a game like this. Not this easiest. They just run over us. It's incredible. Here we come, Fernandes, Shaw, Rashford, Fernandes, and they get the ball away. Ronaldo, oh, but for God's sake, you know what? I'm going to have to take some chances. So, Sancho, you're coming back. There's Dybala. Don't like that he didn't want to sign for. And here's Mozala. Well, at least he misses the goal. That's good. Jadon Sancho coming in. Let's hope he can do something about this. Who else do I have on the bench? Do I have somebody good there? Not something that it will improve the team, but I do have Šeško. Maybe I should give him an opportunity to play here now. I'm going to do that, and it's going to be Haaland, because Haaland has been horrible in this game. I'm going to get him to play as a pressing forward. Here's Sancho. Gets the ball in, and Rashford heads it over. There's no way we're going to be able to come back from this. Cancel that. We can't do anything about that. Let's try to demand more from the players again. Here's Pogba, Binsaka, Pogba, Šeško. Here's Ronaldo finding Rashford. Rashford finding Sancho, finding nobody in the centre there. Pogba stealing the ball back. Varane, Pogba, Bruno. Here's Ronaldo. Put it away. For God's sake. What are you lads doing? We can't play this bad. Or should I say Liverpool can't be that good. That's just not... That's not fun. Bruno Fernandes. And this is going to be something horrible. The board and especially the fans will hate me for this result. If there's some games you need to play good in, it's against Liverpool. So, yeah. Games like this, I mean, this proves... games like this could get me fired, even if I do qualify for Champions League. I'm pretty sure, because this is going to be still there, hanging over my head. You made a tremendous bad game against Liverpool, and that we can't accept that. So, since you couldn't bring us any trophies, we're going to have to fire you, even though you qualified for the Champions League. So, yeah, incredibly frustrating this, and hats off to Liverpool. They are in this game. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo brings at least one back. They are in this game here now. They are just a tremendous team, and yeah, that's just the way it is. But let's hope we do better at our home turf, and that they will mess up with other teams. Here's Šeško, but Šeško can't score. He was offside as well. I thought Šeško was actually going to be giving me some goals, not just in the under-23, but even here in the senior club. But yeah, it seems to be very hard for him to even get into chances. So it's maybe not the greatest of games to try and get a player that needs to develop a lot against Liverpool, who's been very stable at the back and everything. Let's do it like that. And they demoted. All right. They did do a good second half. I must give them that. So that's why I chose to pick the one that I did. But yeah, still we lost, which wasn't good. Couple of fitness problem. And we now have the last game for this episode, which is against Roma in the Champions League. Only 3 days of rest in between these games. And then only 2 days rest before we have our next episode's first game against Fulham. And yeah, he put in a good performance now, so it did help to talk to him. That's good. He played a 7 and 2 interceptions, 2 fouls, and yeah, playing for Hull City down there, looking like he's doing some good things. But now we need 3 points against Roma in order to secure ourselves that position in the top of that group, so that we can go through to the next round, because that's very important for us. We can't end up as team number 3 there, because I think we can. There's a big chance we're going to get fired at that situation as well if we don't get into the playoff situation in the Champions League. If we go out in the group stages, I think there's a very big chance that we are out of work. And then this series is over, but we shouldn't be thinking like that at this moment. We still have a lot to work on, and we are getting better. I mean, sure, we did beat Liverpool last season, and we lost against them this season, which is a setback. But to be honest, Liverpool has been getting better, and we might not have been getting that much better. And actually, we are still in a phase where the new players are getting to get into the team and stuff like that. So I still feel that we might be ready to compete for the league title next year, but I don't think we are good enough to compete against a Liverpool side as good as they are at the moment. So they need to get a little less good. Perhaps some players need to retire or be sold or something like that, one of the better players in that team, so that we can catch up with them a bit. Or maybe they need a couple of players to get old so they aren't. But I think Liverpool has quite a young team as well, so that's another worrying thing, I think. I think we're going to go have a look at Liverpool, actually, and see. Let's see here. Mata. Juan Manuel Mata Garcia profile. He's not. Yeah, he's retiring now. He plays for Ruben Kazan now. Did we sell him to Ruben Kazan? I didn't. No, he just left us. And he's been signing for Ruben Kazan now. All right. That's okay. And yeah, let's do like that. And competition. And we're going to have a little look here at their senior players. I mean, Jordan Henderson must be really old. 32? I thought he was older than that, actually. Let's see. Joel Matip is 31, so yeah, Van der Dijk is 31. I thought he was a young lad, actually. So, yeah. They aren't getting off it, but they are, at the same time, they are at their very best now in those ages. Frankie de Jong is very good, and he's quite young, so they do still have a lot of young players. 30 on Salah. That's good that he's getting off old, so that we... And 30 on Mane. So they are actually getting quite old, this team. So that's good. That's good. I feel that that's good. We can catch up with them. Now, Milner must be yeah, 36, so he's really old. He's been a really good player for many years, in my mind anyway. Very stable player. I mean, he's not been Cristiano Ronaldo or something like that, but he's always been good. A little like Gary Neville, before Gary Neville got injured, which after when he came back from those last couple of injuries, he had lost a lot of speed and a lot of quality, so he wasn't very good there. But throughout his career otherwise, from the very start to the very injury problems that he could get in the end of the career, in between those, he was always good. I mean, he was never a great footballer. He was never the one that stood out to be the dominant player and stuff like that on the pitch. But at the same time, I can't recall him doing a really bad game when he was young. As I said, it wasn't until the very end of his career where he started to maybe he just played for 2 or 3 seasons too many, or if it was 1 or 2, perhaps too many. If he'd stopped his career before those injury problems in the end, I just couldn't see him doing a bad game. He wasn't brilliant, as I said. He was a good footballer, but I think you need those consistent players, those players that not going to move the world for you. They're not going to dribble past 10 players, and they're not going to be unstoppable and stopping every ball in the defense or stuff like that. You need somebody that he makes mistakes, but he's not the best player, but he's never poor. He never does a bad game. He's always making a good game, so to speak, and you can still make good games without being brilliant, so to say. That's what I think anyway. So yeah, yeah, players like that is very important. I think one of the strengths from Ferguson was also that he could bring in players that wasn't brilliant, and he still got very good use for them, like O'Shea, Butt, and all of those that weren't top of the class, but they never made really bad games when they played. He could always rely on them, and they were always hungry and eager to please and everything. So yeah, lots of good things actually with those players, but yeah, you can't have it all. Let's see, Sancho's going to start today. Now we have an injured Bruno Fernandes, so he can't play. Alfie Devine has fitness problems, should not play more than 30 minutes, so I'm going to rest him for one more game. That's for sure. For Ghana's going to be playing here as well, and it's going to be tough. I don't know. I don't have any other central midfielder. We have Van der Beek. But I think Lucas Sacic is actually better than Van der Beek. I think I'm going to go with Sacic. I think it could be that he hasn't really learned English and stuff like that yet. So, but Van der Beek, I'm even worse than Solskjaer. I'm not even having him in consideration when it comes to playing. And yeah, too bad for Donny, but yeah, that's the way it is. Maybe he shouldn't be playing as a Mazzala though. Doesn't matter. He's just as good at every position. So let's not break the tactics that we have used so far. Let's go with this team. Going to be interesting to see what we can do against Roma on away turf. Pump some fist here and let's go out to show. Get to the tunnel, send assistant, kick off, skip, and here we go. Let's see, last game of this episode. Here's Susic, here's Rashford. Should have passed the ball, Rashford. Come on. Interesting to see if we have anything to give here, if we are going to be having problems here today. And yeah, I like to actually use these young, promising players and hoping that they do good things. So I hope Susic will be doing a good game today. But yeah, you're always a bit worried that they're gonna have the worst of days and stuff like that. But you need to play them as well if they are to become those. Oh! If you want them to become those world-class players that you hope that they have potentials to become, you need to play them as well, even now that they aren't developed into those star players. So, yeah, let's hope the team is good enough to give us 3 points, even though we are using players like that today. Here's Sancho. Gets the ball in, and there is Susic with a header. That's good. That gave him no. He fell down at once, so he went from 6.7, and after that header he went to 6.8, and just a second or two after that he went down to 6.7 again. So yeah. Here's Shaw. Here's Rashford. And Haaland, oh my God. That he couldn't do that. He should have scored there, Haaland. Pinsaka commanding the area there, though. We have been playing good today. I must say that. Most of my players have been playing quite good. And here they come. And they score. No. Was offside. Thank you, Fawn. But we are having some problems today, I must say that. Even if we are having better average rating than them, but they are creating some dangerous things as well. So we need to get more control of the ball. And yeah. The players are very tired as well. Only played 40 minutes and they are all down to orange, and some of them are starting to show some bit of a little more red in that orange, like Pogba. Now I don't know how. Ooh, that's not a good pass, Varane. And ooh, good save by Henderson. Good Henderson. He's a good goalkeeper. I would have loved to keep him on as a reserve goalkeeper if I can find a really good goalkeeper. But yeah, I don't know. Let's go with that, pumping some fists. And let's see what we can do here in the second half. Now, I do like Henderson. I think he's, as I said, a good goalkeeper to have. But I think he's not going to bring me the Champions League trophy or the. I don't think he's even going to bring me the Premier League title. So he's not that good, but he's a good goalkeeper, making a lot of consistent good games. But yeah, he's not that. Top of the line goalkeeper. Oof, good save, but then where was the defense on that? This is not good, but it's going to be a war shaking, and it's been disallowed. Perfect. Thank you, VAR. Pogba is getting very tired. So I'm going to take a chance here and put Ghana into the... Oh, Ronaldo, so close. Haaland, they're tired as well. I'm going to put Šeško, I'm going to give him the opportunity again. And I'm going to play him as an attacking, pressing forward. Let's see what happens here. Shaw and oh! Headed over. What kind of substitutes do we have? Nobody that can play on the left. I really should change. I'm going to change from Saka to Dalot. Let's hope that will help us keep the fitness up in the defense and keep them from scoring. Come on. No, no. Ooh, good. So now I think we've done all our three. Yes, Garner, Šeško and Dalot. Here's Dalot. Come on. Get it in there. Šeško should be there now. That's Cristiano Ronaldo. So 3 points here would be extremely nice. Hopefully we can seal it already against Benfica then, that we are going to go through. And if that is the case, then against Lask in the very last game, we should be able to give a lot of young players the opportunity to try out or to get experience in the Champions League. But no, here they equalize. So I guess we're going to have to keep fighting for those top two, for that second or first position in this group. So yeah, that's not good. Come on. And here, oh, Ronaldo. Holy smokes, he should have scored there. Is there time for him to become a support instead of attack? Ronaldo. Oh, he finds Sancho and Šeško! Benjamin Šeško makes it 2-1 for United here. We have taken the lead and ooh, we're close now. Come on. We really needed that goal. Perfect. And yeah, Maguire, Garner. Kind of great to be able to, if we can win this game, even though we're using a lot of reserves and stuff. And Šeško makes another goal! Benjamin Šeško has introduced him to the Manchester United supporters. And yeah, they might have another look at him now, another feeling about him now than they had before this game. Giving a lot of opportunities, I feel anyway. I think we're going to have to go in and look at him before we end this episode, just to see how many games he's actually been giving, how many times he's been substituted into the team and stuff like that. Because he had scored 1 goal before this game, so here the game is over. Šeško gives us 3 points. Very good. I can breathe again. Well done, lads. Very well done. And proven that we can actually win, even if we take Haaland out of the team. Great. That's just, yeah. We have 3 points there now. That's good. VAR. He's still manager for Roma. That's good. That's cool. I beat Mourinho. That's cool. Port on Rashford. Quality in the first round. Qualify. We have qualified, but of course we want to win the group. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at the group. And we need to get a good result against Benfica. And if we win over Benfica, we don't have to worry. We can even draw, can we? No, we can't. We need a win against Benfica, and if we win against Benfica, I'm not going to be using any of the first team players or any of the first choice players against Lask in the very last game. It's all going to be players that haven't been given the opportunity to play as much this season. But great. And yeah, Shesko on form, so we need to give him some praise. And we were supposed to go have a look at how many games he's been giving. 9 appearances, yes. He has been given 9 appearances in the leagues and only scored 1 time. And this was actually his first Champions League game, and he scored twice. So yeah, hopefully this will put it into perspective and stuff like that, because he played very good for Salzburg last season. So yeah, I'm hoping that he and Karim and Haaland will be the 3 striking force that will be unbeatable in the future. They're all young players, all of them. So yeah, hopefully that will be the case. Now, this was the last game of this episode, so let's have a little look at the competition. We did drop a bit now again because of that loss against Liverpool, which we certainly didn't like. But we have played so good in the Champions League that we are qualified for the knockout stages. And the FA Cup we haven't entered yet, and Carabao Cup we're out of, as you know. Next episode will actually be the games Fulham at home in the Premier League, Benfica at home in the Champions League, and Southampton at home in the Premier League. So 3 home games. Very interesting to see if we can take win in all of those 3. We're hoping for that anyway. Home game is, of course, a good way to show stuff off. Then we have 4 away games to play. That's a bit more worrying then. But yeah, long way to go for the season yet. But we have started to play a lot better. And of course, Liverpool was going to be a hard game to try and win or try to get a point from. And Liverpool did deliver in this game. If we look at past meeting, we have actually only beaten them once. At home, we've lost both the away games that we played against them. So yeah. But we did beat them at home last season. So let's hope that we can do that this season as well. I guess that's a long way to go before that happens, before we are there. But now we need to fight. We need to become better. As I said, I do want to buy a couple of more players, but the most important thing is, of course, that we develop those young players that we have brought in that has the potential, or that I feel has the potential to become future stars, like Lucas Susic, like James Garner, like Devine, and so on and so forth. We have quality, and we have future quality as well when we look at the players. So I just need them to develop in the way so that they fit into the team and stuff like that. So, and of course we have all of those young players on the way in, which I hope are brilliant future stars, but I can't know for sure. But yeah, I do have good feelings about some of them, that they are actually going to do a lot of things in the future for us. But yeah, that's far off. And of course, we have one player that I haven't heard about for a long time now. I don't know if there's a rest in Wien, in Austrian League or something. It's been a while since I heard anything from Pablo Torre, or maybe he's been benched or something for Rapid Wien. Let's have a look at this. Let's go into the schedule. Senior club. Yeah, all right. That's why. Because I haven't activated the Austrian League. There's no league games for this. Which is a bit of a disappointment, actually, because they are typical Bundesliga. I mean, why can't I... That's past winners. Overview, then. Oh, there is actually nothing about this. So just past winners. And Lask was the winner of that division. Red Bull came in second. And Rapid Wien third. So, yeah. I don't know where Rapid Wien is now, because there is no league table. Should be interesting to see if they could have become better with him in the team or not. But yeah, I don't think that you're going to be able to see that here. Red Bull Salzburg have won a lot of season in a row there. That's for sure. So we're only going to get him when he plays out in these European competition games. So we still have 3 more games there for him to play. And we're going to get reports on those, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be... He's going to have some problem. He's going to be fighting to get in. But, I mean, we bought him for £5 million. And if we have a look at him, he's already worth between 38 and 46 million pounds. So whatever you say, if we can keep him, if he doesn't get a work permit, we're going to have to sell him, and hopefully we'll get a couple of millions for him anyway. So let's say we get 20 or 30 million for him, we will still make a very good deal out of that. So yeah, that's cool. But do like, subscribe and all that nice stuff. Leave a comment. I love to hear from you. And stay safe and have fun, for God's sake. And of course, all there is for me to say is bye bye bye.